What happens when the biggest star in women's basketball keeps taking hard hits, controversial whistles, and questionable officiating, until the entire sports world finally says, enough? For months, fans have argued that Caitlin Clark has been treated differently on the court. But after a series of physical plays and decisions that quickly went viral, the debate exploded far beyond social media. Analysts, former players, and even her own coach publicly questioned what was happening, while the WNBA suddenly found itself facing one of its biggest public relations challenges in years. And what happened next only made the conversation even louder.
Be real, keep it 100. Caitlin Clark has been on the receiving end of this sort of stuff way too much.
Just before the controversy erupted, Caitlin Clark looked like she was entering another level. After returning healthy, she was putting together one impressive performance after another, filling up the stat sheet with points, assists, and clutch plays while helping Indiana build momentum. MVP conversations had already started, and every game attracted enormous television audiences and sold-out arenas. It seemed like the basketball itself would dominate the headlines. Instead, within just a few days, the spotlight shifted away from her incredible play and towards something much more controversial. And that was only the beginning.
Called it that she would be targeted.
The first major controversy wasn't even about a hard foul. It was about a whistle that left nearly everyone confused. During a heated moment, Clark received a technical foul that she later said came simply for clapping. The decision immediately sparked debate across sports media, with fans questioning how such a minor reaction resulted in a technical, while much more physical moments often appeared to go unpunished. Every replay fueled another argument online, and criticism of the officiating crew grew louder with every passing hour. But what happened in the next game would completely overshadow that entire discussion.
Position, but I mean, Caitlin Clark issued a technical foul. You hear the crowd react, and Clark is perplexed and shocked as to why she was assisted technical.
Then came the collision that instantly spread across every sports page online. During a physical sequence involving Alyssa Thomas, many viewers believe Clark absorbed clear contact that should have resulted in a foul going the other direction. Instead, after an official review, the call surprised countless fans watching both inside the arena and at home. Clips of the replay flooded social media, sports talk shows debated it for days, and countless viewers questioned how officials reached their decision. Whether people agreed or disagreed, one thing became impossible to ignore. The controversy had now become bigger than a single basketball game.
Up the tech tonight, fifth of the season.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I got a technical for clapping. So, like, if we should all just go on the calendar now and pick a game that I'm going to be suspended for if I'm going to get technicals for clapping. I asked Gerda. Gerda said that I got a technical for clapping. So, if any technical should be taken away, it should be that one. If it's truly for clapping, that's what they said they gave it to me for was for clapping. So it's just ridiculous. I don't understand it at all.
Just when many thought emotions would cool down, another game reignited the entire conversation. During another physical sequence involving Alyssa Thomas, Clark appeared to take heavy contact while fighting through traffic before eventually leaving the game with back discomfort. Online discussions exploded once again as fans replayed every angle searching for answers. Some argued basketball is naturally physical, while others believed officials were allowing too much contact involving one of the league's biggest stars. Regardless of which side people supported, the debate reached a level the WNBA simply couldn't ignore anymore.
Yo, AT tried to take Caitlin Clark out. Look at that elbow. Oh my.
Saw the elbow extend from behind, and that's not gonna.
She tried to take her out with the elbow.
The loudest criticism didn't come from fans, television analysts, or former players. It came directly from Indiana Fever head coach Stephanie White. Throughout the season, many fans have been waiting for someone inside the organization to publicly challenge what they believed was inconsistent officiating surrounding Caitlin Clark. After this latest stretch of controversial plays, White finally spoke out, and her comments immediately grabbed national attention.
The illegal contact is initiated by Caitlin Clark. She comes across the arm, into the body and hip of Thomas.
She described several missed calls as unacceptable and emphasized that Clark is a generational talent who deserves better protection on the court. Her frustration wasn't limited to one possession or one game. It reflected a growing concern that the standard of officiating had failed to keep pace with the league's biggest star. For many supporters, those remarks felt like the strongest public defense Clark had received from within the organization. Overnight, the discussion shifted from isolated controversial calls to a much larger conversation about consistency, player safety, and whether the WNBA was doing enough to protect the players driving its record-breaking popularity. But while White's comments dominated headlines, the pressure on the league was only beginning. As criticism continued to build from every corner of the basketball world, the WNBA eventually announced disciplinary action related to one of the incidents. On paper, it appeared the league had finally taken action. However, the response immediately divided fans. Some believed the suspension showed the league was listening and willing to hold players accountable. Others argued it simply wasn't enough, claiming the punishment came only after the clips had gone viral and public pressure became impossible to ignore. Sports talk shows debated whether officials had lost control of the game, while former players offered conflicting opinions about where physical basketball ends and unnecessary contact begins. Every new interview, replay, and social media post kept the controversy alive. Instead of closing the chapter, the league's decision opened an even bigger debate about officiating standards, consistency, accountability, and whether future stars could face similar situations if meaningful changes weren't made. And that leads to the biggest question of all.
How many times is Caitlin Clark going to get cheap shotted by the same 3 or 4 players over and over and over and over again before the refs do anything about it?
But these are...
Whether it's from Kennedy Carter at the very beginning, or Marina Mabry last year, or Alyssa Thomas today, way too often she's been on the receiving end of this stuff, and she's getting called for fouls for having her arms straight up in the air and getting technicals for clapping. And then there was the closeouts, reckless closeouts, whatever you want to call them. And I posted earlier today, she's gonna get hurt. If this keeps up, she got her back issue.
Today, this story extends far beyond a single foul, one controversial review, or one emotional post-game press conference. It has become one of the defining conversations surrounding the WNBA this season, and the debate shows no signs of slowing down. Every physical play involving Caitlin Clark is now viewed through the lens of everything that has happened over the past several weeks. Every whistle is analyzed frame by frame. Every replay spreads across social media within minutes, and every controversial decision fuels another wave of discussion on sports shows and online.
Number one, you gotta call it. It's absolutely egregious and utterly disrespectful.
Supporters believe these incidents have exposed larger concerns about officiating consistency and player protection, while others argue Clark simply receives more attention because she is the league's biggest star. Regardless of where fans stand, the discussion has grown far beyond a handful of disputed calls. The timing has made the controversy even more significant. The WNBA is enjoying record television ratings, sold-out arenas, and unprecedented media attention, with Caitlin Clark playing a major role in attracting new viewers to the league.
We have a generational talent and a WNBA superstar who had 2 cheap shots right there that weren't called. And I just say again, absolutely unacceptable.
That means every controversial moment is now seen by millions of people, many of whom are watching WNBA games for the very first time. Fair or unfair, those moments shape how new fans view the league. Instead of talking only about Clark's passing, shooting, and playmaking, much of the conversation has shifted toward officiating, physical play, and whether enough is being done to protect one of basketball's brightest young stars. Whether this ultimately becomes the turning point that leads to meaningful improvements or simply another chapter in an ongoing debate remains to be seen. But one thing is impossible to ignore. This controversy has become much bigger than Caitlin Clark alone. It has sparked broader questions about player safety, officiating standards, league consistency, and the WNBA's future as its popularity continues to grow. The decisions made from this point forward won't just affect one player or one team. They could influence how fans, players, and the basketball world view the league for years to come.